Guys, there is a phase after gaining weight that I feel like it's not talked about enough. And about 4 days ago, I saw a comment on one of my videos that made me reflect a lot. And it just reminded me of how much I also went through that phase. I'm going to start off by reading the comment because I feel like it sort of sets the tone quite nicely in terms of what it feels like to even be in that situation before I just go on. So I'll put the comment somewhere here. I hope the person does not mind me sharing it, but it was already under the comments. And she says, I think last week I had a moment when I was talking to my boyfriend about my clothes and I started crying because I do not want to buy new clothes. I want to wear my old clothes. I'm going to stop there. It sounds like such a simple statement, but it is so, so powerful, right? Here's the thing. And I experienced it. And she's experiencing it. So surely there must be many of you who've gained weight and who are experiencing it now and have also experienced it, right? For me, when I was gaining weight, once I got to a point where my clothes could not fit me anymore, I also went through what she's going through. I would try to fit on my clothes and I would cry just seeing them not fit me anymore. I'll find a video that I'll put here where I was really like frustrated because it's the worst feeling when you realize that you finally reached the point of no return. While you're gaining the weight, and your clothes are still fitting you, but they're just getting tighter, it doesn't hit you that much. But once you enter the territory of, okay, now the clothes don't fit at all, it becomes a very, very hard pill to swallow. And I feel like there's a certain level of, sorry, let me quickly check the mic. Oh my gosh. There's a certain level of denial, right? You enter into this phase of not wanting to accept the truth for what it is. How it happened for me is I then told myself, I'm not going to buy new clothes, because if I buy clothes, it means I'm accepting that I've gained the weight. And it means that I'm accepting that this is now who I am. And if I accept it, I won't want to change it. That was the logic that I used. I don't know how it manifested or how it's manifesting for you guys. And when you think about it, it might sound like a great way to get a person to want to lose the weight. Because every time when you go to your wardrobe and you don't find something to wear, you'll be like, damn it, man. You know what? I'm hitting the gym, I'm changing. And maybe for some, it worked out like that. And that is a great motivator. But for me, guys, it was making the situation worse. Every time I need to go somewhere and I don't have clothes, I felt even more miserable because I don't have clothes and the ones I have don't fit me. It wasn't the source of motivation that I thought it would be. It was doing quite the opposite, right? And I feel like it kind of made the experience of gaining weight even worse. For instance, where I am now as I'm assessing the situation and all of that, I'm beginning to realize that it's okay to accept it. You know what I mean? Accepting it does not mean you won't change it. It means you acknowledge that it is the truth and it is what happened. Yes, I've gained weight. Yes, my clothes don't fit anymore. Unfortunately, yes, this is who I am now. Unfortunately. And I can do something to fix it. But while I'm doing something to fix it, I can also try to show up in the world the best way possible. The world doesn't have to know that I don't have clothes. Because when they know that I don't have clothes and I look like I don't have clothes, they will treat me a certain way because I don't present myself well. By the way, I sound so smart, like I have wisdom and all these things, but it's only because I'm realizing it now, guys. It's not like I was doing it. I was not showing up. And when I showed up, I was looking like a bag of potatoes with like oversized t-shirts and stuff like that. And then I thought it was helping to motivate me, but it did not. I was doing the opposite, right? Like, I'll give an example. You see this shirt that I'm wearing. This is the first time. It's a large, and I bought it probably somewhere last year. It still had a price tag on it, and I never wore it. This is the first time I allow myself to wear something that is tight. I did not wear anything that is tight because I felt like, oh, if people see my hands and, you know, my breasts and all of that, like I'm just huge. But it's the first time I allow myself to wear something that is like, that actually fits, you know, without feeling bad. But it wasn't always the case, right? So I went through that phase for years, guys, years. To the point that even when I had entered into a relationship, I was wearing my boyfriend's clothes. If I really, really had to go outside, I would just borrow his t-shirts and pants and just move right along. And I don't know if you guys went through with the phase, if it helped you, or if it kind of did exactly what it did for me in terms of it didn't necessarily help me, right? I'm not saying go on a shopping spree, but at least have like 4 pants, 6 shirts, I don't know, like a jacket, a hoodie that fit you so that when you do have to show up, go somewhere, at least you still present yourself a certain way. Because I realized that when you go out there feeling like crap, looking like crap, like it just makes your whole entire experience of life and other people not nice, you know. So I realized that buying 1 or 2 pants does not mean that you don't like yourself. It does not mean that you are content with how you are. No, but it just means you're choosing to put yourself in a position where you can show up presentable to the world, right? While you still fix it. I wish I had done that. I think it would have helped a lot with a lot of things. And I think it would have even helped a little bit more with the issue of confidence. Because if I'm wearing something that at least fits me and it at least looks decent, I'll at least feel better about myself. But now you're wearing borrowed t-shirts from your boyfriend, or you're just wearing like an old shirt that doesn't even fit you, like it's just humongous. It didn't help for me. But I was so in denial for such a long time, and I was so scared of accepting that that was who I am. But unfortunately it is. Guys, I'm 200 pounds. There's nothing I can do to change it in this moment. I can't wake up tomorrow and I'm not 200 pounds anymore. Yes, I can take the necessary steps towards changing it. It's going to take time. It's going to take months. But until then, what happens? I don't have clothes. I don't show up. I keep looking miserable. Life is so short, you know. I wish I had the wisdom to know that it's okay to go and buy 2 pairs of pants and something cute and still show up. You know what I mean? I wish, but I did not. And even now, it's still a little bit hard. And another form of denial that I realized is this. So last year, around October, I finally decided to buy some stuff to wear, right? And the crazy thing is, I wasn't even buying the stuff because I felt like I need to buy stuff. I had gotten a job offer that I had accepted, and now that meant I have to go to work, and because it's not a remote job, so I knew that I have to at least look decent, man, you know. So I went to buy clothes, and when I was at the stores, guys, weight blindness is a thing. I knew I was big. I did not know how big I was. I did not. I was scared of fitting the clothes when I'm at the store. I was just looking at the pants. Even this, I bought it then. It's a large. It's tight, guys. It's like, let me show you how it looks. It's not cute. Okay, it's not my size. This is how it looks. I thought it was something that would be more loose and come down a bit more, but this is how it looks. But you know why I got this one? I could not accept it in my brain that I'm an extra large or a double extra large. I could have taken an extra large and it would have fit me better, or a double extra large. I took a large because psychologically I just could not accept the fact that I'm beyond an L, right? So a lot of the stuff I bought, I remember I came back, then I closed myself in my bedroom and I started fitting the clothes. Guys, like most of them did not fit. They did not fit. I still have some of the pants I bought that did not fit. I wanted to go and exchange them for a bigger size. I never actually ended up going back there. But I bought large and maybe here and there an XL, and turns out even XLs are small. Like 2XL is what I needed to get. But I was still in denial. Like I was not used to seeing big clothes for myself. Walking into a store and going to the 2XL aisle and seeing like pants that have a waist this big and be like, yep, that will fit. It just felt like uncomfortable and weird. So I bought all small sizes, right? And they're not small in the sense of S. They were all large, but not as large as me, apparently, right? So that's another form of denial. And then also, I came back with the clothes. I was going to go and exchange them so I can get a nice fitting sizes and all that for work. But I actually ended up declining the job offer the night before I was supposed to show up. So it was, I think, a Sunday evening. Monday I was supposed to wake up and go start my first day at work. I sent the company an email that Sunday evening to say, I'm sorry guys, I'm not going to make it. I don't know, guys. My life is like a series of crazy decisions and things. And then the next day I remember telling my boyfriend, I'm going to go to the store and return the clothes and get my money back. And he was like, dude, so you were okay taking care of how you physically look to make sure you look presentable if you were doing it for someone else, for a company, but you can't do it for yourself? Why don't you keep these clothes so you can still wear them? And that made me realize that, wow, you know, I've become so complacent with this version of me that I am, that doesn't even have clothes, and I'm doing it while telling myself that, oh, it's because I don't want to accept it, right? And when he said that, I actually decided not to go and return the clothes anymore. But now, because the clothes also didn't fit, I was like, well, I guess they'll just form a bunch of clothes that still don't fit me, even though they were larges. So it's this shirt and a bunch of couple of other stuff which were a bit more formal. Maybe I'll try them on in a couple of weeks and see if they start fitting. But yeah, it's a huge level of weight blindness. What I'm realizing is most of the time we either don't think we're as big as we are, or we think we're bigger than we are. And I think for me, I did not think, I knew I was big, but also I was always so scared of mirrors and all that, but I did not realize how big that big was. It's only, and I avoided cameras, right? It's only when, like, the first video I asked someone to take of me, the one I said started this whole series of me saying, it's done, I want to change it. I looked at myself, I was like, oh my goodness, girl, you are like huge. You are huge, right? So yeah, so that's just, it's a short video. I just wanted to talk about that, to say, if you're going through that and you're telling yourself that, oh, I'm not buying clothes because I want to lose the weight, that's great. But maybe you can buy one or two outfits while you're in the process, because the weight is not going to disappear overnight. While you're in the process, so at least you can show up differently. Trust me, it will make a huge difference in how you feel about yourself, right? Yes, it won't override everything, but you'll feel better about yourself when you're wearing a decent outfit that fits you versus when you're wearing an oversized t-shirt because you don't have clothes, or when you're not wearing anything because nothing fits you. I feel like it kind of doesn't really help, or at least for me it did not help. So anyways, yep.